Hello, everyone, both students and every individual who is ready to learn from your boy Okoro Jr. Yeah, tonight I have a topic which I wish to discuss with you, and the first topic in the social studies in a SHS level. So, or for SHS level, is self identity. So, what is self identity? First question you ask yourself, if you say self identity, what is self identity? Before you define what is self identity, you have to first understand what is what self. So Okoro, I am Okoro, and I am 15 years or 35 years. It depends on the age. I look fair in the complexion or chocolate in the complexion. I am tall or I am short. So this is what I am. So self is a whole being of an individual, taking into consideration a whole being of an individual, taking into consideration his physical nature, psychological nature, and ability. So a person's physical nature, how the person's look, and the psychological nature, how the person also think or reason in life, and the ability, what the person is capable of doing, and what the person can do, is a whole being of an individual. So if you ask you what is self is a whole being of an individual, taking into consideration the physical nature, psychological nature, and ability. Full stop. So this is what self. So and also it can be a totality of action and behavior of an individual. So a totality of an action and behavior of individual also describe a person as self, or it makes someone self. That's the whole being of you. So I am Okoro Jr., dark in the complexion. I am this is how I reason. Either I sound effectively or I have a cognitive problem. This is a whole being of me, which make me self. All right, now we know what is self, so we are coming to define what is self identity. Then we know I know myself. So self identity is how an individual see, know, understand, and feel about him or herself in a relation to others people or other people in a society. So self-identity is how an individual see, feel, know, and understand of him him about himself or herself in relation to other people in a society. So how you see yourself, how you feel yourself, how you understand yourself, and how you know yourself, and in a relation to other people in your society, how you relate with people in your society or other members in your community, and how you interact with the environment, the things around you or in your surrounding area. These are self or self identity. So the self identity is how the person. So now if exams they ask you what is the difference between self identity and self. First, self is a whole being of an individual, taking into consideration the physical nature, the psychological nature, and the ability of a person is self. Whilst the self identity is how an individual see, know, understand, and feel about him or herself in relation to other people in a society. Then you just get your marks. So now we know the self. We have types of self. So not wasting more time on the types of self. We have 3 types of self. First self, we have the real self, and we have other self, and we have the ideal self or ideal self, So the real self is this what a person actually is in life. So who you actually is in life is the real self. So if I am short guy, that means that's how I am. It's me, real, natural, or nature. That's how God would created me. If I look fair in a complexion, if I think very smart, or I am not someone smart, or I am a dull person, that means my race self is whom I am, or who I am in nature. All right, we have the other self. If you say other self, the other self also refer to how or what a person will want to be in life, how or what a person will want to be in life. So it is the mental picture. It's a mental picture. It's a mental picture a person creates about what he want to be in future. So the mental picture, I think if I become a doctor, I will buy a car and I will present myself dressed nice. Right now, this is my racer because I don't have anything, so I can't even have a nice wristwatch. So I'm right now. You don't fancy wristwatch, but if the mental picture you are developing is you want to have a nice wristwatch which will make you look noble. People will see you like show off and other stuff. So this is what the other self, and the ideal self is what a person ought to be, what a person ought or taught to be. So it is the ideal self that enable a person to pattern his behavior to conformity with a standard set by society. So you have the idea like I'm like this, or I'm like this. That's what you think you are, but you don't know it. You don't have this one is different from what the race self and the ideal self. So what a person ought to be. So I thought to be a president. Yeah, that's what you thought to be. So it's like the idea. You have the idea, but who you want to be in future. If you the other self is what or whom or how a person will want to be. That one you want to be. So it's like, yeah, I want to be like Amma. I want to be like, that's the other self, and the race self is what you thought to be like. You suggest that one there is different. Okay, we have personality and self identity. Now we know self, we know self identity, and we know the three types of self. So moving forward, we have personality. If we say personality is what or personality is the unique and or assembly of quality that make an individual what he is as or distinguish individual from other people in a society. So the quality or the uniqueness of an individual that distinguish them or differentiate them from other people is the personality. So it is the uniqueness of an individual that make the individual different from other individuals. So what constitutes personality? Then the name. Okay, my name is Okoro, your name is Adjoa, your name is Patrick, your name is Frank, your name is John, your name is Abner. So your name is different from my name. So now it make me personality, make me different from you, and it also make me unique from you. So in a classroom, if a teacher come in, I'm looking for Jennifer, or where is Jennifer, and we have only one Jennifer in the class. If Jennifer, we have two Jennifers, then you add the other name of the person, which would distinguish that person from the other person. That means the person's personality. All right, we have the physical outlook. Go to general art 3 class. If you go, tell them you are searching for, or you are looking for that dark boy, the one who is so dark in the complexion, or the shortest guy in the class. Everybody will know that, John is the shortest guy in the class, Abner is the shortest guy in the class, or the one who more who is dark or fair in the complexion. We know, Prince is fair in the complexion, and John is also dark in the complexion. So it distinguishes them from each others based on their physical outlook. Fine. We have intelligent. If you say intelligent, this is the ability to think quickly and understand things easy. So how the person think quick and also understand easy. So the person's intelligent or If someone, so we have, oh, if go to the general 3 class, say you want the one who is very intelligent. Everybody know that Paula is the most intelligent student in the class. Everybody will tell you that, oh yes, Shafika is the intelligent student in the class. So this is the intelligent. It also distinguish what others, and it also make them what look so unique from others. Fine. To continue, for me to continue on everything, we have social relationship. Social relationship also can distinguish or it can also make someone look different from what others, because someone is what we have extrovert and we have what introvert. Someone who is so social, like he can socialize with people easy, and you have someone he also is what introvert, quiet, calm. You can't even, you don't have good relationship with what others. Yeah, so this is, and we have the interest. Some people like food, some people like football, some people like this. So what the person have interest in, what they like and dislike, also distinguish them from what others. So, and we have the capability, what they are capable of what doing, what individual is portrayed that they can what do. So if what you can do can also distinguish you from what others. And we have self concept. The self concept is the mental picture that a person creates about him or what herself. So the mental picture someone have about himself, oh me, I look so sexy, then the person will just act like that according to what the picture the person have in mind. So it also distinguish others and make them what different. And self confidence, yes, others trust themselves. So trust that an individual has in him or what herself is what self confidence, and what they are capable of what doing and do it what well is what so self confidence. It's their what their uniqueness. Fine. Now we know all this personality, what constitute what personality. So how the individual can develop his capability. How individual can develop his capability. Last year was question number 1. 2022 was question number 1. Asked this question, and the year 1994 SSCU they asked the same question. 2001 they asked the question how a necessary individual states and explain why it's necessary for individual to what develop capability, or how individual can develop their capability. So if you say how individual can develop their capability, it's also known as how an individual can develop their self-confidence. How? Because if you are confident, that means you trust that you can do something and do it well. And if you develop capability, that means what you are capable of also what do it, and also what do it well. So first, adequate guidance and counseling, or you can say guidance and what counseling. If we say guidance and counseling is the most important thing, or important for individual, or help individual to develop their capability. The individual must be advised and guided to choose a course or a career that he or her can what offer in life, so that he cannot influenced by his friend to take a course that will not help him identify his what capability, and also become what, or make them to become what frustrated in a society. So what the individual, so if the individual get advice from parents, teachers, elders in the community, and a responsible people in the community, which will guide them to choose a career course or a career which will help them to develop their capability and not become what frustrated in a society. That means these people are getting what a career or guidance and what counseling to choose nice career. So when we are going to school, when we are young, we offer we have a different courses, but during orientation, the administration and the school staff will tell you we have science. If you offer science, you can become doctor, nurse, engineer, this. Then they will explain everything to you. Your mother will tell you, Ajua, I want you to become a geographer, or I want you to become a geologist, or weather forecast, then go and offer something like geography in the SHS, so that you can further it to university to become what weather forecast. And someone journalist, then they will guide you to choose what a course, so you can offer a history and this that. So this guide or this advice guide you to choose a nice career course which will help you in future but not make you frustrate in life. All right, moving on, we have personal initiative and drive. If you say personal initiative and drive, we know personality is you yourself, how you are unique from what. So personal, that means you as a what individual. So initiative, the word initiative means taking or making decision or doing something on your own without any external word support or any external word advice. So if you say personal initiative and drive, personal initiative and drive simple means the individual can develop his capability if he develop self-motivation and personal encouragement. So you encourage yourself or you motivate yourself, and also reason, take a risk on your own without depending on what others, like, oh, I can't do it. All the time you want someone to motivate you, or all the time you want someone to just be there for you before you can do something on your own, which means you are not part of the personal initiative drive. So the personal initiative drive is different from, so the personal initiative drive is how individual is their ability to think and also reason or making decision independently is the personal what initiative drive. So this is personal initiative drive. So now we know personal initiative drive, whereby the individual is thinking and taking decision independent, will not wait for another individual to what prompt him into what action. You are not waiting for someone to tell you that, Charlie, start this, it will help you. No, you are just doing everything on your own. That means personal initiative and drive. So it drives you forward. So such a person, such people, they are more able to develop their capability. So if you want to start a business, you are not waiting for someone, or you are not going to discuss with someone before you start. You just think, do analysis, and also compare things together before you do everything on your own. Then you check the circumstance. All right, we have role taking. If we say role taking is the individual should take a leadership role whenever there is some activity to be performed in the community to improve the socio-economic condition of the people. So if there's a leadership position, like a student, a school prefect, there's a sports prefect, you are good in football or you are good in communication, you want to develop your capability, then you take a role, you go and stand for a position. So if you take that role, it also help you to develop more, because immediately you become a school prefect, you interact more with the school administration, all the teachers and the students. So you are you represent the whole school. So the school prefect, so you are representing the school. And so in your community you can also stand for assemblyman or assemblywoman, so that you go to district assembly meeting, so which will help you to develop your capability. It will give you the can-do spirit, so that you believe in yourself and do everything on your own. So like I mentioned, the positions, so even presidency, you can go and contest and check if you can also become a president in life. All right, we have taking an identity. If you say taking an identity, the taking of identity is different from role taking. Let's note this. Taking an identity is also help individuals to develop their capability or self-confidence, and the individual need to take an identity, that the family name by which he will be identified. So we take a family name, a tribal name, or you always let people know where you come from, which they can use to identify you. So the family name give to the individual give him the assurance that whatever activity that he venture into, his family member will provide the needed support and backing. So like I am Ewe, I am Nodna, and I take identity. So when I take an identity, I move from maybe Volta region or Northern region or Ashanti region or all the regions based on me taking the identity. Wherever I will be, and I will find my family member who is either the same tribe or even the same, we have the same name. Probably we have some opportunities, we have some favor from these people, and they normally also support us to achieve more. So it help individual to so, and people also believe that if you are from Northern region, that means you are strong, you are intelligent. Everybody believe in their their ethnic group or their culture and their because they have history which is positive. So in Ghana here, if you are fancy, we know fancy people, they are very good in academic, they are also funny, and they have good relationship with others. So immediately to take identity, that means you also work hard to achieve set a name too, because you also want to be part of the history or part of the record of the fancy, the same as Ewe, the same as the Equiapim, the Asante, the Mosi, or the Northern region part of Frafrawala, and every language. So Bono, Ga, everybody. So taking identity normally help, or it also help most. It's not even normal, it help most, because when I'm Ga and go out and do something and I mention my name is Ni Ajay Amate or Mate, that means I'm a Ga from maybe Teshi. So when I'm doing anything, they will support me, encourage me, and also motivate me to work hard. And based on that, we have a record of this name, which will also help me to work harder to achieve better in life. Okay, we have self-awareness and knowledge of capability. If we say self-awareness and knowledge of capability, this simply means that individuals can develop their capability or their self-confidence if he become aware of himself or herself, and of what he can do, what is capable of doing. So you are aware that I'm not someone who is extrovert, or I'm not that strong in head, so I can't play football. I have a problem, so I can't play football. But if I read, immediately I read, whatever I learn is taken to my mind. So as for me, let me choose. It helps you to choose a career. So self-awareness help individual to choose something better which will benefit them, but not anything which would frustrate them. So this will enable the individual to take the right step and make the right decision when he is choosing his career or developing or trying to do something in life. So I'm aware that I'm not good in communication. So since I'm not good in communication, there's no need for me to venture in a position where we need more communication skills. No, then let me try this option. So it helps you to choose a right this career course, or to choose something right for yourself. Okay, provision of conducive home environment. This one is how the individuals get a conducive environment is by providing their parents and their siblings provide them better, or provide them all things that individual may need to develop their capability in life. So as for individual, if you have like I'm a student and I need a laptop to learn, which will help me to develop my capability, that means as an individual, my conducive environment, they will provide me, so I can also learn how to also get a higher position. So it's more important for provision of conducive home environment. Okay, availability of enabling environment. Where you come from or where you stay also is another factor, or how it also contributes to the capability of development of capability or self-confidence, because your society also have influence what in your life. Where I come from, because if you are from a place where they are all of them are farmers, probability for you to become a farmer and farm very well or have experience about farming is high. From educational environment, also where there's also what drug addicted people, probability for you to involve yourself into such a situation is also what high. So the environment also is part. So an enable environment is characterized by what protection of the right of the individual, establishing of what school to what educate the individual, and the creation of what job for the individual to learn to earn a living. Now I'm moving to the major point. The major point is education and training. Exams, you can mention education and explain it, and you can also mention training and explain it. But if you say education and training, individual can develop their capability or self-confidence by education and training, whereby they will develop or get an skills. They will acquire skills. So they are equipped with what? Equipped with skills, knowledge that will help them to develop and understand what they are self. Like school, what we are doing is also education. So now you know that, okay, I'm extrovert, so my extrovert also is a personality. Show my personality, make me unique from what others. Yes, so education. So the government should establish school to educate the individuals so that they can develop their capability, and education will enable the individual to develop his or his capability to ensure this. So you know that through education, then you know how to read, count, and also what write. So it help you to develop your capability, what you are. And we do sports in school, we do they give speech, we will teach you a lot of things, so it will let you know what you are capable of doing. Self-determination, that means if he set how individuals set him or herself a target or a goal in life and work or decide to work hard to achieve it or something best in life. So you set a goal or you determine to work hard, that means it will help you toward. So immediate you determine, it also help you to work hard to achieve all these things in life or what you want in life. So it help you to develop your capability. So yes, our first 30 minutes lesson under self-identity, we define self as a whole being of an individual, taking into consideration the physical nature, the psychological nature or mental nature, and what the ability of an individual is what known as what self.